EMX250 race 1 here at Os, the second round of the EMX250 Championship. From the middle of the gate, Nick Lapucci breezed around the outside of Horgmo. He had Talviku behind him as well. And Dave Koika, Jorgen Matthias Talviku up the hill though. Horgmo led immediately, but he then fell towards the end of the lap. Through this long sweep in left, threw away the opportunity. Lapucci went through, so too did Talviku, Iago Martinez and a bunch of other riders. Horgmo picked himself up in 8th place. Rick Elzinga was on the charge though, the number 44. He was starting to close in on Jorgen Matthias Talviku, who was riding his luck at 1 or 2 occasions. So too Iago Martinez, who was parked there in 4th place. That was another moment for Talviku, and another one here out of the final turn, and that one was costly enough to give Elzinga a good drive around the outside, got him up into 2nd place. Iago Martinez not able to dive through though at the same opportunity. Talviku then lost more positions. He went too deep into this turn, just buried the deep end, the bike in the deep dirt, picked himself up in 8th. He was in 3rd position, and then we had a change for the lead. Elzinga got onto the rear of Lapucci, who went right. Elzinga was through into the lead, and then Everts also fell. So Everts was 4th. He picked himself up in 8th, got himself back into 7th later on, but then eventually came home in 5th, and then just over a lap to go. Elzinga leading the way, got caught by Lapucci. Lapucci didn't need a second invite, got on the gas, cut to the inside, and Lapucci then went on to win the race, but not before Liam Everts found his way up the inside of Dave Koika. That move going from 6th to 5th for the Belgian, number 72. Downhill for the final time though, Nick Lapucci taking the win, his 3rd win of the season. Elzinga 2nd, Horgmo 3rd. EMX250, race 2. Lapucci from the middle of the gate, just like he did in race 1. He was there through the first couple of corners, but not on the way out, because it was Jorgen Matthias Talviku who led on the way up. There was a hard charge through the field, though, for Lapucci after he was forced off the track when Talviku went missing. Everts took over the lead, though. And then we had the chargers coming through. Elzinga, Bonacorsi, both finding their way past the fading David Brasseras. This was a battle for 2nd. Elzinga not able to go past Dave Koika, but then his moment eventually came. He was there in 2nd. Bonacorsi moved into 3rd with that pass on his teammate, and then Lapucci up the inside of Bonacorsi. That put him into 3rd place. He then went after Elzinga and Everts, who was leading on the final lap. Everts then made that mistake. Elzinga got close. A few corners to go. He made this pass on Everts to take over the lead. Lapucci couldn't capitalize either. He stayed there in 3rd place. And in the end, it was a win by 0.2 of a second for Rick Elzinga over Liam Everts. And it's Elzinga who took the overall, and here he is now with Lisa. Before that, though, the podium, there's your top 3, Elzinga, Lapucci and Everts, and your overall winner is now getting ready to speak to Lisa Leyland.
Really had to work hard in that 2nd race, didn't you? But it was worth it on home soil to get your 1st overall victory.
It was worth it all. The supporters were crazy, especially the last 2 laps when I passed Liamski. Everybody was just cheering for me. I was already tired at 20 minutes. And then, the last 5 minutes were just pure supporter helping me to the finish and to get my 1st overall. And I really want to thank TBS Conversions KTM for this opportunity. They still believed in me, and we did it now. Hopefully we can keep going.